We really started with an ad break, huh? I got the lobby up. I don't know if anyone's joined. Okay, one team is in. Welcome. Okay. GHE Red, rah. Just making sure it is Turtle Island, correct? Yeah, okay. I'm currently house sitting, so we're just kind of doing the setup that we can. But I believe Natsu is the captain of Turtle Island, yes. I will DM Dazed Raccoon as well, though, just to confirm. D4, Dazed Raccoon. Not from Dazed Raccoon. But welcome, welcome. This is less hype stream than normal. Just trying to do what I can, but I'm happy for everyone who is in chat right now, and we're gonna have an excited one. We only have 5 teams left to qualify, with 4 spots, so one team will not make it. However, we will still be playing the rest of the bracket, just so everyone can be seeded. Yeah, I wish I had my regular chat. Another ad? 2 ads? What the heck? Okay. I'm so sorry about the 2 ads, by the way. I'll be streaming as many games as I can. I hope everything looks good and sounds good. Yes. Turtle Island has until 10 on the clock, so 3 more minutes. I'm sorry about the ads, by the way. That is wild. Alright, how's it gonna work? 5-team bracket. I'll paste the bracket and then pin it real quick. I'll just grab it on stream, y'all can see. Alright, let me copy this. And then I can pin it in Streamlabs. When the freaking ad break will end. Where the pros, where the pros, where the pros at? Alright. Oh, what just poked my foot? Also, welcome. Sup, nerds? Mama's here. Pff, not really here to root for anyone, but if someone is losing, I'm rooting for them. I just stepped on a freaking splinter. What the hell? Yeah, but you can see the 5-team bracket there. Also, I'd also just root for chaos. I root for the losers as well. So Natsu. They said they're waiting on players, but they don't. There's not enough time. Normally it's only 5 minutes, but I'm trying to give everyone the benefit of the doubt for the final one because I know I didn't get the information out fast. Now I feel like I should have done 15 minutes because again I delayed the info and I feel bad about that. I don't know. I already told the other team 11. Okay. I mean, they have losers bracket, so okay, they'll lower, not lover. Okay. Okay, they have advanced. Let me update that. Oh my god. I also have to start the bracket. I haven't done this part before. I love you all. Thank you for being patient for me. Arctic is ready to play. Who qualified yesterday? It is posted in the Discord. Report scores. Oh, it's so laggy. Winner is Comrades. Yes, doesn't matter. Okay, I will now be doing Guardians versus GHE Red. GHE Redland. Alright, so this is now a best of 5 once again. Okay, let me get that info out to the teams. I gotta remember who the captain of Guardians is again. It do be looking like it is Natsu as well. Wait, what? Oh god. Okay. So, the captain is also the captain. Um, so hmm. So we may have 2 teams forfeiting out. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we're gonna have two teams potentially forfeiting out. However, that screws up. I don't know how to do predictions. I know how to do polls, but that's not. Um, and then the two teams that are forfeiting out are gonna like play each other in the lower. Like I'm trying to figure out. So technically, if they forfeit, then whatever team out of Turtle Island or Guardians just shows up, they will qualify. I mean, it's the first invitational, so it'll be a learning experience. How much time do we get to show up for a game? I sent the DM at 15, so you'll have 10 minutes, so until 25 on the clock. And then, would it be Nova? And I might just start this one. Sorry, I'm trying to not only manage everything, but also just everything that's going on. I appreciate the patience. Wait. Deadly one. Okay, hold on. Okay, sorry. I was responding to the wrong player. Samurai. Sorry, Samurai. The info has not been sent yet. Jesus, I'm getting my teams mixed up now. Um, all right. Okay, I will send. I will make the lobby and send you guys the info because it sounds like we have both those teams available. Whew, okay, need to like reset my brain here. Give me one moment. I don't know. I think my audio's coming through. All right. As a co-owner, I am just making the executive decision that 2 teams are qualifying tonight instead of 4. So if I look at the bracket, what that will mean for the bracket. So we will just have these 2 teams qualify if we continue to have teams FF out. GHE Red, if you could let me know in the chat in 2 minutes if the other team was able to show up. Can I wait 40 seconds? Yes, you still have 40 seconds to join. You have another 6 minutes to join the lobby, Deadly Samurai. So only 2 teams will be qualifying this evening. And it will be the 2 teams in the, I guess, grand finals. Go away. Okay, they did not arrive, Brass Monkey. Thank you very much. I will update that now. GHE Red, you will now face the winner of this series if it does happen. Let me update the barrel real quick. Oh. I'm ready when both teams are. This is a best of 5. Alright, we have a series. Woo! Hopefully. I also don't have water. Should have water. Okay, we have all the players in too. Game 1. Oh, we have a fake kickoff from both sides. Hash Ketchum grabs the boost and decides to leave it for Pre-Malone. Pre-Malone doesn't get the best touch. Endia now has a free backboard. Kaijun forcing it. It might drop in the bucket. Who will get there first? Nobody but the backboard. We will continue playing scoreless. Kaijun does not get that corner boost. We will see if that ends up mattering. Game starting. Yeah, I know. I do be trying my best as we have a goal by Pre-Malone with 25 seconds after 25 minutes of delays. Shot from the midfield, Endia. And I believe that's a Sanders could not get to it. I don't know if that's how I should refer to all these players yet, but Pre-Malone gets there earlier than anyone can. Endia now was left all to their lonesome, but Kaijun is able to clear it upfield with 1 touch, then 2. Pre-Malone, or Hash Ketchum rather, wanted to go for that ball, but Pre-Malone was already up nice and early. Like an early riser, Pre-Malone putting on a shot in the bottom left corner. Pre-Malone now with 2. There was a bunch of forfeits, yes. We will only have 2 teams qualifying tonight. I want to make that clear. Ooh, I like that car. I haven't really seen it before. I'm going to grab my water on the next goal. Curious to see if that'll be in just a short minute here. Sanders, again, with that free backboard. I mention it all the time, but that's an unfortunate miss by Kaijun. Endia, though, still with the free shot. Causes 2 to go. Pre-Malone. They do get a demo. Deadly Samurai dropping the okay. We've seen that throughout these qualifiers. Hash Ketchum playing it slow on the roof. Gets 1 to bite, almost 2. But that's a really good pop to safety by Sanders. Endia finds the back of the net. What a shot. Just behind the defense. Actually, can I grab this without leaving? But that's my sandwich. I have my water. So if anyone uses the hydrate. I also want to give a quick update as we have a 1-goal game now. This is a best of 5 also. We got all the sub badges up, including up to 1 year, which is really exciting. We also have A lot of point rewards now. I'm still working on more fun ones, so if you have any good ideas, whoo! What a play by Kaijun. They thought about going for the fake, but doesn't end up going for it. Got that kind of poison gas boost. Sanders, whoo! Rips possession off the last defender, but Pre-Malone is able to clear away the danger. Wow, Brass Monkey. Okay, Kaijun. I just wanted to say it. Okay, you're throwing me all off guard. Andia, playing around the corner, can't get it to go. It goes soaring high into the air. Kaijun wants to get the double, can't get it though. We have a 2-on-1, but Deadly Samurai with no boost, trying to shoot it to the left, isn't able to go. Andia does not get the boost, although Hash Ketchum is free to help with a recharge there on that demo. Kaijun does pick up that corner left boost. I was just about to say if someone bans that word, I'm also going to be struggling. Okay, Andia flipping off the backboard. Geez, someone's going to ban backboard now, just make this bad or touch or anything. Pre-Malone taking out the corner, pinching with the own teammate, but it's kind of a backwards pinch, but it ends up going the right way anyways. Hash Ketchum and Pre-Malone pinching once again. This blue defense is really awkward right now. They're just trying to use what left they have in the tank that they can without committing too much. Andia gets a bit of a sideways touch as Pre-Malone's going to pick up a demo there. Timeout, Brass. Okay, hold on. Can I even do that on here? Timeout. Wait, that was for 10 minutes. No. Okay, I'll untime out at 35. Deadly Samurai. Woo, barely avoids that dunk. Finds Hash Ketchum, who does get the touch. Deadly Samurai now, again, expending everything. Hash Ketchum and Deadly Samurai just continuing to try to find each other, playing around Orange. Playing around the people that are not their comrades. But what? I'm not even casting their game right now. How long is the word ban for? I was thinking it's just for the game, but now I'm like, what kind of power did I unleash? Pre-Malone, what the heck is that? What was that pitch? What a clear, calculated clear. Is it 5 minutes? Okay, well, I wasn't even gonna say that team's name anyways, but I was gonna say that as the Rock finds the back of the net. For Sassafras, 75. That's not it at all. What a great shot from the midfield. See some congratulations from the fellow teammates. Probably longer. I can do it for the whole series. How about that? Because it's a lot of points, especially early. A lot of people don't have a lot of points. Tie game, though, with 52 seconds left. Andia playing it up. Hash Ketchum tries to go really early, but can't get a touch. Fortunately, we do have a teammate there. 3-on-1, though. Deadly has to be really careful not to get sliced up here. Kaijun goes for the bump and gets it. It's a shot by Sanderafka. Again, I'm just going to say Sander. But what a shot. I shouldn't have skipped that. That was a great one. After being down in this game, they are back with 38 seconds left. Kaijun has to keep it that way, though. Andia is able to get the touch that they need. That's why there should be predictions. Yeah, I need to just look up. That's funny. I did so much stuff like that today. I got all the sub badges. I got a bunch of like viewer rewards. Bump on Pre-Malone, but he still gets the save. Unbelievable. Pre-Malone just no nails on the coffin yet. That was crazy. Deadly again playing it upfield. Who's gonna get there first? It will be Pre-Malone. Can't get one. Gets one touch. Can't get two. Slow roller, but Andia with the pinch save. Deadly Samurai fakes out. Puts the shot on it. It's in 0 seconds. What just happened? We have two blue players in the net. They both bump. Coming back. Ripped top shelf, and we have overtime. What just happened? Opening kickoff. That was crazy. This is indeed Rocket League. While careening towards the blue side, Deadly Samurai gets a good touch. Sanders is there. Again, they've been kind of the offensive star. I like to kind of identify that in teams that I haven't cast yet. This is URL Infinite's third try at the qualifiers now, and it is the Comrades' first attempt. So still getting used to one of the teams on the field here. Sanders gonna cut off well. Physics bomb though. Who will benefit from this? for the time being, it does look like the blue side. India had to get a touch there and did. Not only gets a touch, but grabs the big penny. I'll just say shot. Woo! Saved by Sanders. Barely. I didn't think that anyone on orange would be able to get up to that, but they were. Kaijun backwards. Does get a touch past the defender. India now playing it patient. They do have to be careful. This is really awkward. They're able to get it sent up the field. We'll see where this touch from Deadly Samurai will play. Someone's got to go for this. No boost. It doesn't matter, and I said the word. Do I get a pass because it's an OT winner? Dang it. I threw. I'll refund your points. How about that? Who did it? Was it Brass Monkey? Okay. Arc, no questions asked. 5-minute ban, what, for myself? I did boot. Yeah, and I said the B-O-O-S-T word. So, I will refund your points since I blew it. I gotta unban Brass. It's been 5 minutes. Welcome back, Brass Monkey. No, not that boo word. Everyone's in. Let's head on to game number 2. Also, if I don't hear a result by, like, I guess by now for the other series, it's just both teams forfeit. So both. Ooh, that is a big double commit. I won't be saying the word that Brass banned. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that that is not in. If you are URL Infinite, you gotta capitalize it in moments like that. It's a good pass back, but it's like, I like the idea of the pass back there, but it just wasn't fast enough. A little bit awkward on the sidewall there. I think both teams are kind of getting used to playing each other right now. That's a big bump though. Deadly Samurai cannot get the shot to go. I want to burn. If I had 100K, I'd spend it on keeping me timed out with Sanders again. Just finding that top shelf. I have a large. Okay, so what is happening? Okay, so in the bracket, both teams in lower round 1 just forfeited out, I assume, because I haven't heard anything. I'll double check, but we are only going to have 2 teams qualifying. Yeah, I haven't heard anything. Another ad, bro. What, these ads are crazy. I will fix the ads tonight. Because that is crazy. Again, I don't have sub on my personal account, so I can see when you guys get an ad. And it's only supposed to be 3 minutes of ads every hour, but we've only been live for 37 minutes, and I've had way more than 3 minutes. The 2 teams that haven't responded are Guardians and Turtle Island. And that is a goal. Again, I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to that one. That's a bad cast. I'm just still trying to manage here. I also desperately need a charger. I hope I wasn't muted that whole time. I don't think so. Also, if you do hear a dog barking, it is because I am pet sitting and the dogs are not allowed in the room that I'm in. This is why I like playing instead of watching, no ads. This is very true. So after, Gaijun needs a touch, but it's a side flip India. Luckily though, playing second goalie there, and the ball's gonna. Okay, I have to refund. I'm very new to this IRL word ban. Okay, I have to refund Brass now as well. There has to be some sort of more punishment I wish I could like give you more points, but that's not how it works. But we'll figure out some sort of punishment for me when I say the RL word ban. I'll continue to not say those 2 words. But unfortunately, I failed both challenges. Ooh, that's a big clear. Pre-Malone is up trying to get this dunk read. I thought they had it for real. I thought that they way had that. Hash Ketchum playing it up the field. Haven't said their name too much, as they won't be saying their name for the current moment. They were demoed. That is a big fake. Will Pre-Malone go for 2? Kaijun picking up the save. So after URL was up pretty early by multiple goals in game 1, they are now down by multiple goals late here. You have to let the person who did it clip on me and post in the Discord. And all they would have to do is redeem the 1v1. You want to ban the word I? Kersey knows everyone clips on me. We'll figure it out. Hey, Kersey, I like the idea because we need something. What is going on, Hash Ketchum? It's just bumping the ever-living heck out of their own teammate. But it doesn't go in. They stay alive. Pre-Malone. Oh, no. Okay. Deadly Samurai was looking for that upfield pass, but Pre-Malone couldn't find it. Or, was not Pre-Malone. Rather, Hash Ketchum couldn't find it. Blood likes the idea of death. I have a 1v1 redeem. Pre-Malone passing it over to Hash Ketchum, but Hash Ketchum is not going to have enough boost, I believe, to play this. They actually have 62, but they decide playing it a little slow. Deadly Samurai going very high, leaving it for Pre-Malone, who does not get another touch. Hash Ketchum going to go early here. They need to score now, or they are going to be in a position where they need to reverse sweep. They will still be alive. That was a bit crazy. If you're Pre-Malone there, you got to sink that because you only have 30 seconds left on the clock, down multiple goals. Hash Ketchum leaving it for Deadly Samurai. Deadly Samurai can't get more than a ghost touch on it. And this might be just about the game because Comrades right now are very happy to just let the ball dance around in the midfield without any speed on it. Yeah, he said that like both his teams had just multiple players ghost. We tried really hard. I originally said that'll be the end. I originally said that if we were still qualifying for team, or I was under the assumption that I was still qualifying for. Before I said, well, if one of your teams just shows up, they can qualify. But that will be it for both their teams, unfortunately. As we will now head to Utopia Dusk for Game 3. Comrades taking a 2-0 lead from that game. Why is this wrong? Comrades won the last game, though. I gotta say it for the rest of the game. Comrades won game 1, right? I swear they did. Yeah. No. Oh, they didn't. I am the stupid. Okay. We're going to, I mean, it's automatic. Yeah, okay. Jeez, I was under the impression. My gosh, I need to get my head in the game here. Okay, we are tied 1-1. Everything I said in that last cast is just inaccurate. The names are gone for me. There we go. All right, India. Trying to make an offensive play here. L commentator. I'm trying really hard. I love y'all. Pre-Malone. 3-on-1 opportunity. Deadly Samurai trying to find the bump. They can't get it. India. With the Guardian Angel there. Hash Ketchum. Does get a nice touch. Fortunately, not enough juice left in the tank to make the play. Lock in, man. Throwing the game score. I am. I was throwing a lot tonight. I think right now I've been kind of a jack of all trades, master of none tonight. I have not gotten everything right for anything, but Deadly Samurai does right there. So let's see what happened here. Oh, unfortunately, Kaijun and India kind of combined for a setup there, bumping into each other. It's only one goal, though. 53 seconds in. Again, if you hear a dog barking, they are just not allowed in the room that I'm in for my laptop. And I'm the they just want to be with me because I'm the one human in the residence, so they are upset that the door is shut. But that's not my rule, it's the homeowners, so. Kaijun is able to get under that ball to save it. I like that attempt by Sander. Kaijun now, quick bang, is able to grab the side, gets a touch there. Also, if you are just joining and you're wondering why I'm like talking weird, it's because two words that I use very often while commentating have been banned. But maybe this will make me a better commentator. Malone using every bit that they can to get the touch. Deadly Samurai dropping that A-OK after getting demoed once again. Whew, what a dunk. Unfortunately, it does not go in the back of the net. Kaijun is going to have a second chance here with only 14 in the tank. They do get a touch and a bump. Endia should be able to square up this shot, but ends up going to the right of the rectangle. Blood don't English well. I do not. I'm all over the place tonight. Ash Ketchum, I think was backwards for that touch. Kaijun now plays it wide, but that's going to be towards their own side, and it's in for Deadly Samurai. Bump by Malone. Goes for a second one. Fakes. Endia does get a save, but Deadly Samurai slams the rest of it home. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the sub badges turned out. I know it's nothing new. For all of them, at least the 1 year one is a completely different logo. No English, only caveman. Exactly. That guy shouldn't be allowed here. He goated. Sanders is finally able to get them on the board. Plays it up high and right underneath. Top shelf. Again, Sanders has just been finding that top shelf constantly. I think that's the only shot that Sanders has been able to hit, and it's been working out. They are currently tied in this series. We'll see if they can get tied in this game right now. Deadly Samurai, bit of an errant touch, but they're able to get behind that one quite nicely until they work for the time being. This should be an opportunity for Orange, as Malone's a bit awkward there. You can tell Sanders really wanted that touch or that catch there. Oh, that's a huge play by Endia. Not only two went, outplayed each other. Can Kaijun sink it? No. Feels bad that one of these teams had a chance to spot that disappeared. It does feel bad, but I didn't even know what to do because we would have an extra spot just completely unfilled. I mean, they were all playing for one spot anyways, or at least to not be the one team. But their chances mathematically went from 80% to 66. They are all currently in the upper bracket though, so there is that. Ash Ketchum does get the assist from a demo. Oh! I gotta like recalibrate myself whenever I look at chat on my phone, because I'm looking at an entirely different screen. Kaijun backflips and doesn't get the touch, but it ends up working out with how overextended the blue offense was. No one was back. After picking up that demo, yeah, the whole bracket is being played. Ash Ketchum puts on a shot, but it ends up being pretty weak. Endia sends a soaring shot that Malone almost doubles themselves. Unfortunately, the second shot is also soaring, as goes Kaijun. Sanders needs to get a good touch. I like it. It's very slow keeping it. Even if they weren't able to follow it up, at least slow the play down after you have two of your own players sent flying. That is a big dunk ripped off the roof of Malone, as we need to see something get going here for URL Infinite, as they do have an opportunity here. Deadly Samurai. That's a 14% gap, absolutely. Listen, I do want to personally apologize to all these teams for making their odds of qualifying on paper go down 14%. But a little roller just sneaks in. And after I said that URL needs to get something going here after they have let in some goals, they now are back in the lead. But not for long. I'm just going to see where that ball ends up. It actually ends up on the hood of Primalone, who's going to score and put the game potentially away. I really thought that Comrades had an opportunity there to tie the game, but after posting wide, they get beat on the counterattack. See, this is why I'm an L commentator, I know. As a commentator, I need to be unbiased, and not only, I mean, it's beyond unbiased. I'm just taking everyone's chances, really. But if I'm taking everyone's chances, is it really unfair? Either way, India, they showed good fight in the end of this game, but it wasn't enough. Down 2-1 in the series. They will need to win 2 to advance. Fortunately, they are looking good in the shots department, only down by 2. I assume this is car change happening because the series is not over. We will head to Game 4 on Neo Tokyo regular. As again, I'm going to assume, when's the GHE Owners Hot Tub stream? Funnily enough, you are joking, but a majority of ownership has been in a hot tub with each other at the same time. Ash Ketchum with 320 ping. I'm going to hope that that goes down. Okay. I'm not joking. It's not happening. I don't have the equipment for that. Yeah, at Worlds, I was chilling in a hot tub with Shalona. India on the wrong side of the ball. Kaijun and India now. I said it. Yeah. Yeah. Sloth, you were there too. I was just saying ownership because that was what was requested by Kersey. But yes, you were also there. Pinched by Deadly Samurai and Kaijun, who wants to be the first to follow it up. Kaijun did not... Actually, Kaijun did go for a card change. Rather more of a boost change. Still a very flamboyant RGB blue. A very, very blue boost that I have also said now. Listen, I will get better at the IRL word ban, and it will help me become a better commentator. Right now, I'm like a D commentator because at least I am telling you that there is Rocket League being played. I need there's some streamers that will have like a robot that listens to them talk, and it will yell at them if they say, it'll be like, you said the word ball, and then it'll do something. So that's what I need. If anyone here watches Doug, he has stuff that, see, you're helping me. Yeah, I mean, you can just call me out too. I did say it again there, but it doesn't count. Getting better at commentating. Oh, you're helping me get better at commentating. Sanders is able to save it, keeping the game 0-0. If you are the Comrades right now, Primalone with a nice back pass. This should be a good opportunity for Deadly Samurai, who does not get dunked. Was that a double tap off the ceiling? We'll have to check the replay. Let's go back to the booth here, Dan. Deadly Samurai getting one touch and does get a second over India, actually. That will be a double tap off the ceiling for Deadly Samurai. I mean, it's not really a double tap, I guess, but they read the tap off the ceiling. Ash Ketchum setting up Deadly Samurai, but that is saved very squarely off the front of India's car. Primalone flying into the opposing end. It seems like right now for Comrades, they're either getting a good touch or they're not getting a touch at all, which ends up just being, it kind of combines to be mediocre touches. You know, not only the misses, but just being, I think, a little bit outpaced right now. But they're only down 1, and they definitely have an opportunity to get back into this. But they've had some really strong possession grabbers, dunks, and 50s. If you lose 5 of the word bans, you have to gift a sub. I cannot, that would be my own money. I mean, I get it's punishing me, but I would lose more money than we make doing these streams. It would just financially be terrible. It would end to be Deadly Samurai wants the series to be over. Wants to guarantee the qualification. What a sneaky double tap, I believe. Let's go, comrades. Yeah, now that they're down. Exactly my own problem. Listen, but see, someone has to agree to it, and that person is not going to be me. Hash catch him. Good catch here. Sanders tries to get it away. That actually will go to Sanders. This could be an opportunity. Can they sneak it in? No, they can't. Malone getting back to it. Endia goes floating past, although Malone didn't read that. Thought that Endia was going to get a touch. My voice went up by like 3 octaves as I thought Sanders had an opportunity to score there. That's a really good 50 by Deadly Samurai. Maintains possession. They're getting harassed though all the way up to the ceiling by the orange defense. That's a good double touch by Kaijun, but no one's there to follow it up until Endia is able to get there. That might be an own goal. It was just wide, fortunately, for Deadly Samurai, who does have a pair of goals in this game to at least make up for it if they did score an own goal, but you can't be doing that when you're 1 minute and 15 seconds away from advancing to the next round. We do have a 3-on-1 opportunity. That's a huge flick by Sanders, who is able to score. That was a wild flick. Let's see that again. Massive hash catch him, throwing themselves at the ball, trying to get the save. But with 106 left on the clock, this is only a 1-score game. This has been our closest series I think we've had all qualifiers. As we generally never got to see not only game 4, but it's a 1-goal game right now with 1 minute left. We'll see if Endia can make something happen here for their team. Kaiju now, what a touch. That should be a free shot for Hash Ketchum. Great setup off the not the post rather, but the backboard. Down, ends up popping it up. Hash Ketchum was up unbelievably early there. If you're comrades, there is only so much you can do. That is a good 50 that Kaijun actually can't get a big dunk off of, but Endia, oh, had a chance to rip a shot there. Uh-oh, Kaijun now has to avoid the demo. They can't. That will be the nail in the coffin. Hash Ketchum falling in front of the ball, which slows it down for Malone, and then gets the demo. Just an absolutely wild turn of events that ends up in the back of the orange net. Endia now doesn't have a ton to work with as far as space is concerned. Malone should be pressured here early, I guess, by not only their other team, but their own teammate. Unfortunately, Kaijun does pick up a demo, but there was a miss by Sanders, so there's going to be no offensive pressure there. Deadly Samurai following it up with a second touch. They want to advance. That's Deadly Samurai has been playing lights out this game. Kaijun can't fall into the double touch. Endia, though, can't get them on the board either. Ash Ketchum snuffs out any lasting chance of life here. And that will do it. The ball will touch the ground. There's something they call scoring that they'll have to try. Okay, I will now update the bracket. As URL Infinite will play. URL Infinite winning 3-1. I will submit that. Okay, I did say who will win. Comrades will now advance here. This is just a double FF. Okay, I'll just say Guardians, but in reality it doesn't matter. Actually, I like the name Turtle Island more. Yeah, so it'll actually be 12 teams because we had 2 automatic invited teams. And all the seating and stuff will be posted probably tomorrow because it'll all be ready. So comrades, you will now face the loser of this upcoming game. Guardians are waiting? Wait. When did Guardians arrive? Hold on. I was under the... I had no idea that anyone from either of these teams had arrived. Okay, well, since Guardians arrived, I will now be broadcasting this game. Comrades and Guardians. The real question is, do red make it? We will see. We will see. I will set up the lobby now. I always do it wrong. That's the bots. No, we do not want bots. Read the script and it says they make it. Okay. All right, let me get the lobby info out. The two teams of URL Infinite and GHE Red, please contact each other to set up that match. Apologies, Guardians. I had no idea that your team was here, but I have messaged. All right, both captains have the lobby info. Let's see. Oh, I just need to fix it. Oh wait, yeah, yep, you're right. I didn't do the teams. Okay, if you just joined and you're in there alone, please leave. Koopa isn't the captain, you are? Okay. Okay, I think I did it just in time. I literally did it just in time as both teams arrive wholly. Okay. I am ready, skill issue. There's no more word ban, by the way. I said I'd do it until the series ends. So I can say ball again. I can say boost. You're not official manager. What is happening? I believe everything looks good. Again, these two teams. Ball boost. I don't. No. Brass Monkey and Koopa, whatever. One of you is gonna be making a lobby again. I'm not making that lobby. I'm in a different lobby. I believe you'll make it. Okay, Brass. Where are my refunded points? I have to do it on the stream. I just don't want to be blowing up. Because normally I have a second monitor, but I only have one monitor right now. So I will do it after the stream. Unless, oh wait, I see what's happening. You want your refund so that you... Okay, I think both, yeah, just join. Teams, please. Okay. Scaring me. All right. We got our teams in. A Batmobile for Ejax, who is a sub, by the way. You can ban boost in a different stream. I just set up the points like an hour. That's very dangerous for Natsu. An hour before the stream, so I didn't think about any logistics. Kaijun though, planning what they're gonna do. Don't have enough boost to make a play. Sanders rather needs Endia to back him up and does. Sanders now with back-to-back misses, but it may be a tactical fake for Kaijun, who finds the back of the net. Finds the back of physics there, I guess. Who do I DM for the lobby info? Yeah. Whoever made it, listen. Just DM URL Infinite with the lobby info. Only make one lobby, please. I'm not actually mad, by the way. Ejax, just going to pressure here, no boost, but Orange is not going to know that. Natsu does get 2 touches, falls in front of Frost, which that will work out for the Guardians, who put a shot on net, but Kaijun coming across the net, they're able to save it. Now have a free opportunity here. Can Kaijun get a piece? Sanders with another massive flick that just seems to come out of absolute nowhere. What is this tourney? Welcome in chat. This is the final qualifier for the Golden Cup Invitational. It will be a league that we're doing for the prize pool of $150. It is too late to qualify, but we will have 2v2 and 1v1 as well. But it won't be for money. Kaijun, though, has a money shot. But yeah, welcome. So we will have a league going on. Every match will be casted. It'll be a lot of fun. And that'll be starting up soon. We will have 12 teams total. And we have 4 teams left tonight. You can see in the bracket. Only 2 will be qualifying to bring us to an even 12. Natsu advancing the ball up the field. Frost won't be the first to this as Natsu will go flying. Kaijun, though, is handed a bit of an awkward play, but they're going to send Ejax to the grave here. Almost getting sent to the grave themselves. Can't get that corner boost, but they get a huge bump. Kaijun. No! Okay, I thought that was wide. Yes, we do have 2v2 and 1v1. Not for Golden Cup Invitational, but just regular Golden Cup. Who's the captain? It is, oh, God. That series being played is fine because technically it's ahead. Deadly. Send it to Deadly143 on Discord. When will the 3s tourney going to happen again, though? It won't happen for at least a couple months because it'll have weekly games. We will likely have 3v3 tourney, or like a 3v3 league with no payout. Just more of a casual one. What a save, but it won't matter. Sanders able to score it, and they've now scored 4. We will wait for Gold Dude to cast us. I mean, you can do that. Yeah, you can. Ejax was able to get the save, but then sent into the net by their own teammate, and now down 4. I think what we're seeing right now, and I don't know the skill level of Guardians or what they're playing at, but I think right now we're seeing a lot of that rust. I know that this is their first game on tonight, and to contrast that, the Comrades have played, this will be their 5th game tonight, so they are significantly more warmed up. But we'll see if anything changes right now. At halftime, Frost is able to save that ball. Although Natsu putting it in front of danger, and they can't pick up the save. Okay, Deadly Samurai and Brass Monkey. You two are playing each other, but I will actually just make the lobby, I guess, since you two can wait for me. So this is US. It'll flip-flop between West and East, and for the best of 5s, and whatever the starting region will be based on whatever team has the worst record. If you want some more information, I will, and can other people from other regions play? I believe I'm more of like the social guy, so I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I believe it's allowed, but it would just be rough because it is always going to be US East or West. We would love to expand, though. We just don't have the player base for it right now. But if you want, you can join our Discord at !Discord. You can find out more. I can also, in the Discord, you will see a 2-minute video that explains some information about the Golden Cup Invitational. But yeah, this is our last qualifying event. We had one yesterday and last weekend as well. Brass Monkey somehow screwed it up twice. 3rd time's the charm, though. As we'll get back into this game, we have a 6-0 blowout right now. Frost Can't even get a touch. India now, I thought had a free opportunity because the blue defense just really slow to get back to it. Hopefully, if you are a fan of the Guardians, they can shake off this rust, because right now, everybody tries to get a piece of the ball, and nobody can get it except India, who just gets a hair. Speaking of just getting a hair, that was an unbelievable save that I could barely react to. If you are just joining us, by the way, welcome. I'm usually a lot more collected than this. I usually have a good setup with a second monitor. What a save again by Ejax. While they're down 6, they are not taking anything for granted, and they are not dropping out of this fight right now. That's a big dunk by Natsu that might just drop right in front of the bucket. Fortunately, no one's there. Normally I have like a second monitor where I can kind of manage things a little bit better, but that will be a second goal. By the way, what a slow play in the midfield. Ark, did you pick up Edgar? I mean, both my teammates are EU and West, so okay, you still can play. Forget. Oh yeah, but I'm currently house sitting, so I'm not even at my place, and I also usually have a showrunner or two helping me getting the other games in the bracket going. But I'm just a one-man army right now, so I'm trying my best. But if you are here, welcome, and we're very happy to have you. I got the sub badges up today, which is very exciting. Sanders, though, trying to make it 8, gets 1 touch, gets 2 to send it home. They have a dominant game 1. Yeah, you can also find other teams to scrim and stuff. We will have plenty. There's plenty to do outside of the Gold Cup Invitational, just to be clear. I did ones last season, but I will never be doing ones again. I'm so bad at it, which is why the point redeem for doing 1v1 is very, very expensive. I thought about doing 10 grand, but ended up dropping it a little bit to 75 because not a lot of people have a lot of points. Kaijun, though, this Comrades team looks much improved from what we saw. I guess you were asking about yeah, you are completely allowed. It's unfortunate that we could not get your team in tonight, but we do have other leagues. What region are you from, I should ask? We do plan on doing this again, I believe. APAC. Okay, okay. I'm trying to think if I remember. Also, I'm like stalling. But yeah, this isn't our most like refined stream, so I hope I don't give off the wrong impression. But I'm currently just sitting on a laptop on a dining room table in a house that is not my own. Sup, nerds? Welcome in the chat, Waffle and Bongo. Hey, Mom. This is a fresh game for the Guardians, who were definitely looking tough in the last game. Another whifty in the midfield. It will be free for India. This was our last qualifying event, so a lot of the other teams qualified already. Frost is able to get the save. Physics bomb in the midfield. Frost is going to be able to follow it up. Natsu, though, with 0 boost. That's a really good backhanded save by Sanders. Ejax sent flying, almost dunks their own teammate. 3 up for that touch. Both these teams are looking better at getting the aerial touches that they just were not finding earlier in the, I guess, tonight for, that they were not being able to find earlier tonight for the Comrades. Back bump on Frost. It's free for India. I am all kinds of jumbled right now, trying to juggle everything. But I appreciate everyone for sticking through it with me. Normally I have a lot more hype. I will have the YouTube videos for the last 2 qualifying events up on YouTube tonight. They are published on YouTube. They're just privated. Also, thank you very much. I won't be able to see who that was for the time being. Thank you very, very much for the follow, Senseis. I do appreciate it. Kaijun, keeping that ball neutral. It's cleared away by India. Setting up an offensive chance. Kaijun trying to set up their teammate, and they will. I was just about to mention you've Boba T. W. What did you get? Feel free to drop it in the chat. Again, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. And if you want to scout out the opposition for next season Golden Cup Invitational, you can watch. We will be streaming every single match, which I'm very excited to announce. Frost is going to pick up the first goal for them in the series. 0-9 no longer. They are tied in this game. The only thing that matters right now is they are down one game. The goals in that game no longer matter. They are looking much improved. Also, Bongo, you have a sub badge now. You have the GHE red sub badge. Do you know when they will start? Off the top of my head, no, and I wish I did. It will be probably... It won't be this coming week. So the league week will start at the end of Sunday. The league week ends Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So it'll begin, I guess, at 10:01. We won't be starting tomorrow. So I think in 7 days the league will start, if I had to guess. Potentially 2 weeks. But 1 or 2 weeks, I would say. And I don't know if we have the signups for 1s and 2s out, but again, 3s will be our only league with the paid. Sanders kind of faked out there. Frost, see if they can get a second touch. They can't. No back pass for Frost. Thank you very much, Koopa, with the sub. Not only getting us 1 closer to our goal, but Koopa will get a Founders Badge. That I believe that leaves 3 Founders Badges left up for grabs, yes. So, like, next weekend or the weekend after, yes. Rizzo's Koopa now has that beautiful purple Founders Badge, W. And normally I try to get you something as a little bit of gift. That is super awkward on the blue defense. But I just, a little gift on stream, but unfortunately there will be no dance party because I don't have anything. I don't have any of my party lights with me, but thank you very much for the sub. We are now 1 away from having 10 subs, which you guys are all awesome for. Where do you equip it? It's already equipped. I can see it in chat. You might just have to refresh. I didn't even barely comment on Orange taking the lead just because I was so appreciative of that sub. But we have a 1-goal game now. It's cleared away by Ejax, who is still using the Batmobile. A controversial choice, I will say, in 2023, but one that I welcome with open arms as a EST 2015 player. Endia squaring that ball away, trying to set up teammate. Can't get one. Second one is going to miss. Endia has a second opportunity, but puts it high. Blue is surviving. I don't want to say on pure luck, but they should definitely be scored on right now, and they need to clear this ASAP. Not only because they're down, but this could be the nail in the coffin potentially. I will say this is a crazy game. It's kind of ugly, but it is crazy. We have another miss. Both teams just struggling to make good contact, but then they'll also have really good carries, like Sanders setting up Kaijun. I keep wanting to say Sassafras. It's not Sassafras. Lay making stuff, W. Someone should time you out. You're trying to bait out everyone's points. I mean, here's the thing, Ark. I could actually do it for free, but I don't want to do that to you. I enjoy you in the chat. 2-goal lead now for the Comrades. Frost, though, finding a bit of a hole there in the defense. Let's see what happened. Sanders alone in the net off the kickoff. And they were just too close to the front post. And that will do it. Do it? No. You are a valued chatter here, Ark, and I appreciate you hanging out. Big hit. Oh my goodness. Kaijun getting a back pass to themselves. Let's see. Can Natsu... No, Natsu doesn't want to go for it. Frost and Natsu both missed. It's going to be up to Ejax now, who hands it right to the Comrades. Putting a free one on net. Who will be here? No pinch. Need a 1-minute timeout real quick. I can't even do a 1-minute timeout on my phone. Endia is able to carry it away a little bit, but they are 15 seconds away from taking a 2-0 series lead and knocking the Guardians out. Oh my goodness. Almost a backboard read. Was actually, I believe, red, but this should be a fake by Endia if I were to be doing that, and they do. maybe a tactical fake, maybe a tactical whiff, but either way, they take a 2-0 series lead. As they're up now on the Guardians, who the Guardians were able to keep that significantly closer. If you look back at Game 1, I should have looked at the shot differential in Game 1. It must have been ridiculous. But you'll be able to see it in the YouTube video or the VOD if you want to watch either. Shot differential still 7-shot lead for the Comrades. They are, I would say the Guardians were fortunate to only lose by 1. They're getting outshot 3-10. So we will now head to Game 3. Guardians need to reverse sweep to qualify. Oh, I want to eat my sandwich because I haven't eaten in a long while. Also, I pressed H on accident, so I got to roll through everything. Okay, there we go. 2 go for the kickoff for the Guardians. They were able to keep that last game much closer. It was not 8-0. It was 3-2. However, they still were massively outshot. And the one starting it all in the series in every game, including this one, is Sanders, who's just going to beat Frost, making the goalie awkward, and Kaijun able to sink it. Do it, Chain. Do it again. You should not tier 3 sub because I don't even have a cool tier 3 sub icon yet. Sanders knows they can't find the angle, gonna go for a pass instead. Kaijun, I think gets a back pass there. Unfortunately for everyone involved, India not gonna be close enough. So it was a free opportunity for the Guardians, but they both missed. Guess I'm doing it? No, do not. Nobody tier 3 sub yet because you literally get nothing. India, gonna put a shot on net. I like the speed on that. That's what we want to see more of in this game. Last game was not the most precise game by either team, but I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Again, just a little awkward on the bunch ups. Frost not getting the strongest flick there. Yeah, we have sub emotes now as well, which I can't use because I'm not subbed. But on top of that, all of them are still being to a miss. Fortunately, Frost is going to be able to get back. They're still pending, so we will have more subs. Not badges. We will have more sub icons. Right now we only have 2. I don't know why it allowed me to it allowed the GG one to pass. So not sure why that is, but all the other ones. I'm curious, which team is the highest rank in this tourney? We have, I believe, one team in our qualifier last night was 2,000 in 3s. I believe we had one 2,000 team and one 1,900 team last night. And then we also have, I think, 2 1,600 teams. So, because this is the last qualifier of the 3, and that's not even including our 2 invited teams, Physics Bomb on the right side, can Frost follow this up? They do get a good 50, but they end up going floating with no boost to follow it. That's the point. To make you a better streamer, we are making you do things for subs. Oh, Sanders had a free opportunity. Right now, let's see, can India sink it? No, they can't. Right now, Comrades have had a huge, sheesh. All right, the competitive, love to see it. I might be able to get, oh, I'm very aware of who Detonator is. I'm very well aware of who Detonator is. Although, did they made a change, you know? I think Makan and Byrne are both off the team now. Just played against them last week. Nice. Yeah, this is definitely our highest competition tourney yet, and I'm really excited for the season to start. The ball right now is just dropping in front, and this game has gone by extremely quickly with only 1 goal until it's 2. If you guys allow them to play on West. Yeah, we play on West. Actually, we were a West-only league until this last season because a lot of our players started on West, but we have accrued more East players as well. It would be nice if there were central servers. We are currently 141 away Ejax with the backflip. I don't know if the Batmobile has entirely worked out. Ejax kind of fell out of the play. Kaijun hunting him down in India with a big shot. What just happened? Wait, what? What? Wait. They were just playing the league that had no money. They could. Okay. Kaijun is back. Kaijun is back. I was gonna say Kaijun. We win automatically. For real. I thought that was the craziest showboating I've ever seen. Sanders almost falls into the double, but it's saved away. There's still 120 left on the clock if they do not want to get swept. I thought Kaijun was like, we scored, I'm leaving, and my team's going to 2v3. Kaijun, another free opportunity. Comrades will still need to win one more if they want to qualify, and they have put on significantly more shots than their opponents in this series, but they have been plagued by, not open net misses, but realistically, a majority of the net is free and a lot of just high pops on the goal line. Yeah, Burn is still their main. Oh, that's right, ult picks dropped, okay. Okay. I hadn't seen if they had done any, if they had announced the replacement yet or not, but I had saw their original. Yeah, Kaiju left mid game. Fortunately, it was between. It will be a goal for India. Unless you are actually saying I may have to check the rules, but I believe it's fine because it didn't impact the game at all. It was between goals, and they were back before the kickoff. Guardians. Oh yeah, welcome in chat, GHG Zach. I'm sure you've been around, but I didn't notice, or I had noticed, I hadn't acknowledged it rather. Nazi, they're trying to do anything they can to get back in this game. Frost, but with 16 seconds left, I would say all you can do is hope, but I don't even know if you can do that at this point. As the final 10 will tick away, Comrades with a commanding, I think they outscored in this series 15-2, as the Guardians will be eliminated. The Comrades will move on to face our next opponent. I should have had them play. Why didn't I have them play? That was a throw by me. Hype? I like that hype decal. Or decal, Jesus. Emote. We will now, let me update the bracket. The Comrades will move on, taking the series 3-0. Not that I'm aware of. I don't believe that there is any sort of automatic. Yeah. Zach would know more than me. He is our Rocket League GM. I should have had this match played because it did matter. I thought for some reason it wouldn't matter. Hee 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 ha, says Waffle and Bongo. Giichi Red and URL Infinite both trying to qualify. The winner here will qualify. Alright, the lobby is up. Let me message the teams. Oh, wait. I think they're started. Hold on. Okay. I'm not able to find it, Koopa. Both teams are in, though. And Comrades will wait to play the loser of this one. Oh, you left that? Okay, I can make lobby. Okay. Alright, let me contact the captains. Red has been informed. I will now inform Deadly. See you in the DMs, Deadly. Thank you very, very much. Again, the winner here will qualify and move on into... Oh, broke that one. Okay, gotcha. The winner here will qualify for the Golden Cup Invitational. The loser will play Comrades for the final spot. And thank you to Guardians for participating here tonight. We're boxing. That is just not happening. Good luck, have fun for me. As I gotta fix this. Sorry if anything happens super fast, but I think we're smooth. Keys and brass. That might be a free shot. Whoo, what a save by Koopa, I believe. Got to make sure who everyone is. Hash Ketchum. Again, we've seen a lot of both of these teams. Both these teams now have participated in every qualifier and have failed to qualify, even getting up to the final qualification rounds. And they still both can qualify, but one of these teams will automatically qualify while the other will have to win one more series. Brass is in the Vulcan, I believe, which is a crazy car choice. Hash Ketchum setting up a teammate. Doesn't get a bump. Brass now using those Vulcan wings to get a huge pop. Bikini's going to play it slow. Pinches it high. Maybe a little too high. Brass is still going to be the first to that ball. But Pre-Malone is going to be able to set up a counterattack for Deadly Samurai, who does take a pinch from Bikini's. Bikini's with a good pinch there. If you are, word of advice, usually you do not want to go for a 50 on your opponent's back half because it's difficult to know what will happen, and often the ball can go careening towards your side. So if you are going to go for that, make sure you openly communicate that to your teammates, because sometimes if it's not openly communicated, it can end in disaster. Bikini's trying to go for a beautiful midfield redirect. Wifty by Koopa. It's set up by Brass off the inside corner. Someone's got to make a play here for Orange, and they do. Brass is able to swoop in and save the day. Koopa passing it up to Hash Ketchum, who's the only one there for it. Koopa wants to find Brass. Still going to find Bikinis, who finds Brass. Back to Koopa. Back to Bikinis. It's actually not back to Bikinis. Bikini bottom down to the ground. Koopa goes for that 50 over to Brass. The ball is flying much faster. I'm confused. Is this an insult? How have the games been? The games have been alright. We have had some forfeits. I don't know what I said that was potentially an insult, but I don't think so. It was not intentional, whatever it may have been. And if I ever am being intentional, usually going to be tongue-in-cheek, but I'm very appreciative of both these teams showing up for not only one but all three qualifiers. Brass wanted to play the midfield there, but has to retreat, pick up the corner boost. Bikini's playing it patient, gonna go for the 50 on Deadly Samurai. Does find Hash Ketchum. I need to speed up kind of my my play. Yeah, I think it's all good. Is there something in chat? Oh, did Deadly Samurai dropping the okay? As usual, that we have seen. Deadly Samurai can't cherry pick up the field. Had that midfield boost spawn that they really needed. It's put wide by Koopa. That was a free opportunity. And as we've seen from Koopa yesterday, especially, Koopa knows how to score the ball. So I am very surprised that that is not in the blue net. It does go past 2 though now. Past 3, Deadly Samurai. Bit of panic with no boost left, and they are upside down, struggling to recover. Brass putting on a shot. As Deadly Samurai is going to get the ball here with the boost, but goes way too high to the ceiling. And it's taken away by Pre-Malone. Deadly Samurai could have gone for it off the ceiling. Has Red qualified yet? No. Great casting. Hey, I appreciate it. Tonight is not my best work, but I appreciate you enjoying it nonetheless. It's also not something I've done for very long at all, so I appreciate the compliment. Hash Ketchum just kind of stalling in the midfield, feigning like they have boost, even though they definitely did not. Pre-Malone can't get the touch, has the spittle boost trail I just noticed. Hash Ketchum desperately wants that midfield boost. Brass now falls on top. We have 3 now. 3 have gone for orange, and they are super low on boost. They need more resources. Brass gets a bit of a sideways touch, but it ends up working out as a pass to Bikinis. That's a big shot opportunity for Deadly Samurai. Pinch now for blue. Do we have a shooter up? Hash catch him. We'll get there. Free backboard. Bikinis is able to make the save. Brass now. Trying to clear it out, but Hash catch him gets the catch. Back boost. A little too much ceiling there on that touch. Fortunately, Deadly Samurai comes in clutch with the big dunk. Koopa, though, now gets a 50. Brass is going to be first to this ball. 50's it with Pre-Malone, and it's going to drop in front of the net. Will we see 0 seconds? This still is an opportunity for Bikinis if they don't own goal it. Oh my goodness, Brass just needs to kill this under any means necessary, but Bikinis is going to keep it alive. That is extremely dangerous considering the positioning of both these teams. Wow, going to go to OT. I wasn't sure if it was going to go to OT. Pre-Malone needs to make the save and will. And yes, that is the Discord if you want more information about any of this. Wifty in front of the orange half. Deadly Samurai now alone, back flipping, and fortunately Pre-Malone taking out that offensive pressure for orange. This is really awkward though for blue. Everyone's backwards. Someone needs to challenge here. Hash catch him. It's gonna be you by default. You gotta go, buddy. It's gotta be you, little bro. Just watching. Oh, good. Bikinis puts a shot on. Can't. Brass can't sink it though. Koopa again gets a demo on the front line, and Hash catch him is awkward, but nobody is there. Bikinis trying to force and will. Forcing Pre-Malone to go early and does get that side boost. This could be an opportunity because Bikinis is still behind, but Deadly Samurai with a good carry with every bit of remaining juice that they have left. Bikinis can't get the shot though. Really good pass over to Brass, who does put a shot on, but it's saved. Bikinis now will pay the price. We'll be the first to this ball. Bikinis set up on a tee by Brass, but Koopa now, we've seen a litany of demos coming out as both teams are kind of figuring out each other's tendencies, getting more physical, including some dunks. Deadly Samurai now picking up a demo on Brass. We've just seen more and more. Just win already, Red. Bikinis can't make it happen, trying to get a pre-jump dunk there with no boost. Koopa just shadowing, trying to make Deadly Samurai make a move. Deadly Samurai keeps it away from everyone. Pre-Malone, bit awkward there, but falls on top of Bikinis. Goomba stomping. Koopa picking up a demo now. I need to go through all the demos at the end of this game. Brass with the flip reset. Again, I do find it interesting that Brass is in the Vulcan. Another midfield, or mid-air demo on Bikinis, rather, and that will end. Is only today's quals for seeding. Brad is selling. Yeah, all good. So we only had 4 teams, so only 2 teams will be qualifying today, actually, Trip. So, because originally we only had 3 teams here, so I switched it to 2. Yes, there is an ad. I will delay this game as much as possible. Where do you check the members of each of the teams? I can post a quick screenshot in the Discord. But I will say it'll be out soon once we have all the teams finalized. Let's go to the match settings. Utopia Dawn. We may plan on doing this again. Again, it kind of all depends on how this season goes, but it's looking great so far. Everything's looking really good so far. 5 ads, yeah, I had 4. I will update. As I will now hit spectate. As my ads are just about ending. Press to H again. Probably gonna yell at me. There we go. Yeah, well, Zach, they might be. It sounds like they want to participate next season if we do this again. I hope all the ads are done. I think that ad was perfectly timed to kind of stall it in between the games. Welcome back, Tripso. Trip, so I know Ark was asking earlier, but I believe the league will begin, that's a good pinch clear, will begin either in exactly 1 week. Ad is done. The ad is done now? Okay. Okay, ads are done now, which is good. You have not missed really anything. Koopa, though, is able to get there, but Bikini's Goomba stomping their own teammate. Hash catch him now. With a decent touch, but not when Koopa's around. Trying to get a force here. Free Malone just trying to break down the play right now. Everyone's so bunched up. Koopa with a big 50 is going to maintain possession here as the ball will actually roll. Koopa thought about going to the ceiling, doesn't get the reset, but gets so many to bite that Brass is not able to sink it. What? 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 Okay, Koopa finally scores to get a team on the board. Was there any pixel of that ball that was not in the net? I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. Fortunately, it didn't matter if you are a fan of GHE Red, because they were able to score anyways, but that was a wild defensive stand regardless. As URL Infinite, again, both these teams want to make it so third time's the charm. That's a good setup by Premalone, getting that extra little touch but to maintain possession here. Deadly Samurai can't get the ball off. Koopa is to go, and oh no, Deadly Samurai needs to make a save, and they will. That was a very scary miss and bump in front of the blue net. Yeah, there was like 0.1 pixel. That was nuts. I'm going to save this replay, and we can check that from a different perspective after this. Based on how long the tournament's going, I will say, I don't think we will play, actually I'll just say we will not play the grand finals themselves. The seeding will just go to the team from the upper bracket, likely. This should have been a goal, but Koopa is there to save the day. Defensive like a turtle shell. Deadly Samurai now gets a good touch to maintain possession and the boost, but they come off the ground a little bit awkward, askew, and they're not able to follow it up. They're able to beat one, but no one was there on defense to kind of help them out. I had the shooter's perspective, and it was all the way in. It really looked like it was all the way in. I hope I did it justice. But 2-0 lead now for GHE Red, who did drop game 1. So if they can pick up game 2 here and tie the series, that will be big for them. You never want to be in a reverse sweep situation. Yes, they were for seeding as well. So originally, we have a calculation. No worries. We had a method on how we were going to seed all the teams. But tonight there was a potential that we only had 4 teams participating, so we were just going to have them play in a single elimination bracket for seeding, just to kind of add at least some drama for the teams that were able to participate. But then we had 5 instead of 4. That will drop in. Deadly Samurai outspeeds the rest of the defense and is going to get that to go. Beats out Brass, beats out Koopa, and the overextension from Bikini's all the way on the other side of the field because of these qualifiers. Yes, that is correct. But yeah, no worries for asking, Trip, so I do not mind answering. Ooh, what a shot by Koopa, and it's saved away by Hash. Catch him. Epic save. Brass now goes for a 50. 2 commit now for URL Infinite. Bikinis wants to take it slow and will, but Premalone is going to be there. Koopa, I thought may have pogoed. Unfortunately, it didn't matter if you are a URL fan. Premalone, that touch is just going to be too fat when you got a shooter like Brass, who is no longer in the Vulcan. Yeah, it's all good. I think it's just some miscommunication. I don't know if it'll be 4 or 5. We'll see. I will say, Sensei, so this is the first, so we don't have a concrete on how long this will take, because we did just have a change in the number of teams. Only time I'm not rooting for the losing team. Red better qual, I want to go against Brass. All right. Well, Brass scoring there, trying to make it happen. Again, the winner of this will automatically qualify, and the loser will go down to the losers finals. So we will finish up this series. That's a dangerous setup by Koopa. But Bikini is able to extinguish the danger, faking in front of the goal line. Hash Ketchum. That could be a beneficial bounce for blue. Deadly Samurai will be first to this. What a shot! What a goal, Deadly Samurai. Yeah, just a misunderstanding. All good, though. That was a very beneficial, bit of a This Is Rocket League bounce there. Brass was so close to getting the touch there. And, well, the orange defense, the GHE Reef defense, did get a save. It did not stop the momentum on the ball. They are still up, though. That's why you have those insurance goals. Although, to commit, when you are up 15 or up a goal with 15 seconds left, the last thing you can do is double commit, especially on a ball like that. They're not going to be on the back foot. Brass is going to set up a blue shooter, and Ash Ketchum is going to score. That double commit ended up costing him. Brass panicking, and no one's back ready on defense. That was a beautiful top left shot. I don't know how much more left that could have been while still scoring. We have a tie game now. We have had a 0-second goal today, and now a 4-second goal today, as this will now drop. We have some distraught GHE fans in the chat after they have dropped a 2-goal lead with mere seconds left. Bikini's whifty almost falls in. They, again, after being just a handful of seconds away from tying the series, they now need to win this overtime, or they're going to be staring down the barrel of a reverse sweep necessary. Hash Ketchum trying to put the ball in the right direction, but it's dunked by Bikinis. Can't follow it up. Koopa now is going to be second to this ball. Ooh, excuse me. Post Malone, rather pre-Malone, not like this. A demo on Deadly Samurai, who has seen their fair share today. Bikinis and Koopa both going up to this for the shot. Brass is nowhere to be found, though. It's 50'd by Koopa, who will be to this first. Brass tries to go super early. I like the opportunity. Bikinis has missed. Bikinis has missed. Someone will get that corner boost. I'm not sure who. Koopa now trying to dunk the last blue defender. Chaos on both sides. Nobody gets the touch here. Bikinis setting up Brass. Brass is going to go. No way. Oh, okay. I thought Brass scored that off a monster 50. We now have a tie series. What? It just dropped right in. I'm sure that looked a lot more dorky from a different perspective. But from my perspective, I thought that was a nasty muscle goal. GHE Red taking the roller, as Bikinis is happy with that OT winner. 14 shots for GHE Red compared to 7 for URL Infinite. Can't find. I mean, I haven't confirmed that they're 2,000. I've been told by my showrunner that they're at least near 2,000, I believe. But I could also be misremembering. Although this was only yesterday, so I hope I'm not misremembering that badly. But we have a tie series now. Arcagon. What? Did that mess up the kickoff at all? I don't think so. Okay, we have a fake kickoff. Bro's got dementia in his 20s. Yeah, they played yesterday. Arcagon, you gotta leave the lobby, my guy. That cannot happen. Girls in bikinis. I shouldn't sing it. I'm too good of a singer, and I'll get a copyright strike, actually. But they are all over the place. All over the field. Pre-Malone putting a shot on. And Brass and Koopa trying to close the gap together. But the power of friendship was not strong enough. Pre-Malone sneaking it in there. We have our first goal of the game on the 4th. They asked me to play with them. No shot. Fake kickoff again. We've only seen one team. I think there was one other fake kickoff, but it was after fake kickoff by GHE Red, so I don't know if you count that. We've only seen one team willing to go for those fake kickoffs. What a pass by Bikinis. Brass can't sink it. Across the field pass for Bikinis, but Bikinis doesn't want to commit because they see that their third is already way up in the net. Koopa. Woo. Come on, boys. I'll go get dinner. I better see Red up and winning. I haven't eaten in 8 hours, and I have a sandwich sitting directly next to me, but all these teams are putting on such a good show that it won't matter. Bikini's off the ceiling. Ceiling shot, they already used the flip. 2 will go now. Brass needs to get a good touch, and they will. Deadly Samurai pinching it a bit awkwardly. It's set up now for Koopa, who should have an open net. Bikinis is going to clean it up. Brother, just take a snack. Win in between games. I still got one more series to do after this. This is a very weak shot by Koopa, who was a pretty elite shooter yesterday, I may add. But they needed a little extra help from Bikini there. Brass. A lot of players missing in the midfield. Bikinis again, I believe all 3 players for GHE Red just missed. They are lucky to have possession here and not be down a goal. That could have been an elite shot, but again, another miss. Bikinis goes up for that. Deadly Samurai trying to get back. Backfield pass from Bikinis to Rizlation Koopa, who finds Bikinis again, puts a shot on it, saved. Top shelf by Primalone, another miss. Looking at purses. I know your purse is falling apart. Bikinis. Woo, Ash Ketchum avoids what could have been a monster demo to open up the lane, but it won't matter because Brass is just stronger. See, Primalone. Bit of a dangerous touch there. Kind of lobbing it up for the other team to take. Was lucky that they got a second touch at all there, but it goes flying past them. 2-1 now with 3:06. But yeah, there's only been one team that's been willing to go for these fake kickoffs, and I believe GHE Red has gone for 4 now. What a shot by Bikinis. What a banger of a shot. Set up by Brass. Bikini's going to be up. Again, nothing too spectacular, but just finding where you need to place it. Most of the net was covered, say about 80% of the net, give or take. And Bikinis was able to find the 20%. And that's all you need to be up 2 goals. Just 2 minutes in. Dangerous back pass. Deadly Samurai needs to follow this up and keep it close. They will not. Koopa setting up Brass. Midfield 50. It's a free kickoff in the sky. Deadly Samurai, though, needs to save it. Bikinis keeping things awkward for everyone. Like I said, they need a 4th. Who will be there to sink this? It will be Hash Ketchum. I was holding my bated breath. Feed your mans. I took a bite of the sandwich. That was a mistake. Because it took me longer than I anticipated. Rather, the time between the goals was not enough. Deadly Samurai, I think, has been demoed probably 7 times tonight. Primalone getting a little revenge for his teammate. Koopa cannot clear the lines, and we have a tie game. I think in the last 30 seconds, I was just mentioning how GHE Red has a 2-goal lead. And this will be the second game now that they have thrown a 3 to, I shouldn't say thrown. They have lost a 3-1 game lead. Another fake kickoff. That one did not go in their favor as Brass will miss. Fortunately, they did get both their corner boosts, so at least there is that. Brass free feed upfield for this ball. Another touch. That should be a free one for Koopa. Putting the V in victory with that Vitality goal explosion. Koopa, 2 touches to set up the teammate. Had a 3rd there just in case. Kersey, that is true. She is speaking facts. Kentucky do be closer though. No fake on this kickoff. Bikinis sending the message. Koopa tries to find Brass, but Brass can't get that touch. Last time in the last game, that ball was moving a lot faster than Primalone was anticipating. In the last game, GHE Red was up 3-1. they then concede 2 goals very quickly and end up winning 3-4. We will see if we have a complete repeat of last game. If this score holds, what is this about? Welcome back, Zero. This is the final qualifier. Ooh, that's a wild touch by GHE Red. Again, the loser of this will play the Comrades in the final series of the night. The grand finals will not be played officially. The teams can play each other if they want, but I will not be casting it. Pre-Malone does not allow a repeat of the last game. They say, no, we have time left in this game. You scored outside of regulation last game. We didn't have a chance to respond. Now we can respond. Welcome back. Let's go Red. Stop letting these easy goals in. Yeah, we got some fans of GHE Red in here. I mean, rightfully right. It's the organization. Brass getting 2 touches here. I shouldn't say rightfully. Expectedly. I'm not, again, staying unbiased here. This is my first time here. Oh, well, first time chatter. Welcome in. I don't know why. I just have some inclination to call you Zero, even though literally nothing would inform me of that based on your name. And I wouldn't know where that even would have started. Slow roller. Deadly Samurai is going to be able to save. 2 touches on the inside corner, but no one's going to be there for the setup as it will be saved. Bikini's now putting a shot on. We got everyone to go. Deadly Samurai gets it to go off the backboard. I thought that was in for sure. Koopa is just pressuring and stressing, trying to get this blue defense to break, but they will only bend. That was a dangerous 50 as it will send the ball high flying. This should bounce, and it will. Koopa has a chance to set up a teammate for a game winner. It will be pinched to the ground, though. And we have overtime for our 2nd consecutive game. Brass wants to set up Bikini's. Bikini's kind of playing monkey in the middle here. And that's not what you want between your 2 teammates if your 2 teammates are not scoring. This is my first time in this stream. I'm just saying welcome back because you kind of do be a regular, though. Where are the guys? The guys qualified. The guys qualified yesterday. They will be playing in the Invitational. 2 shoot. That should drop right in. Another slow rolling OT winner, this time by Rizlation Koopa. Bikinis doesn't get the 50, which ends up, instead of being a 50 for Pre-Malone, it's just a weak setup. And they are now down 2-1. They need to win 2 back-to-back games to continue. Holy shots by Koopa. 9 shots. Almost picks up a triple-double. Needed 1 more save to do so. Bikinis was there for that stat, though. GG Premier and Gold Beta. We'll head now to Neo Tokyo. Not hacked, because it doesn't even work as a map. Ark, if you mess up this kickoff, I will be upset. Because you should not be in this lobby. Okay. Ark, if you want to be in the lobby, right now the series thinks that you're in. So just leave the lobby and rejoin, because right now it's putting you on kickoff and it messed up that kickoff. And I don't want any team to think that this is unfair. So it should not put you in for the next game. Shall we see game 5? By the way, Pre-Malone needs to get back to this 0 boost. He is able to pop it over Bikini's. Bikini's tries to read that but can't. Koopa now has to get back to that, because while it's wide, someone's got to be on the ball here. Brass gonna backflip. Should be free to Koopa. Unless Koopa opts out of touching the ball. Premolone, I think, was a bit flabbergasted that there's a double miss. Didn't even consider the opportunity of shooting on the wide open net there. But they did have a free net. We will see if that ends up mattering at the end of this game. If this does go to another overtime, that will definitely be mentioned by me because they should be up by 1 now. Deadly Samurai doubling off the backboard, getting 2 nice touches there. Unfortunately, no one's going to be able to read this. No one's there to follow it up, rather, for their teammates, and they are lucky to escape that jam. Okay. Thank you very much, Ark. I know you want to watch from in the game. Deadly Samurai trying to set up a teammate. Premolone, double opportunity for Bikinis. They're trying to find that angle, but it's just a bit too sharp. Koopa now, 3-on-1. Can they escape the jam? They cannot. Backflip won't help. You always want to be able to at least have a chance. But when you backflip, you've sealed your own fate. 1-0 now for URL Infinite. If this score holds, we will advance to our first Champions Field. Although it will not hold with misses like that. Bikini's big dunk. It's going to go in front. Hash catch him. Bit of a panic touch there. Didn't necessarily need to do so. That's a good clear off the backboard. But no, again, no one's there to follow it up. I should say it's a strong clear, but you lose possessions. Koopa trying to find Bikinis, but Bikinis is nowhere to be found from that pass. To no fault of their own, Koopa gets a catch right on the goal line. Pinched out in front. Awkward advancing up the field and awkward defense as well. Premolone getting a pinch, trying to set something up. They want an insurance goal. They are in a bit of danger though, Bikinis. While the first one to take a shot there, they did have no boost, so it didn't end up being that dangerous. Premolone doing a great job of not only wasting time, fighting in the defense. Bikinis finds Koopa, and that was a potentially game-altering save by Hash Ketchum. That was a lethal shot. And Hash Ketchum getting the pickup there, rather. Deadly Samurai will need a pickup here. What's the sandwich? It's like a ham and cheddar, I think. Honestly, I don't even know. I've taken like 2 bites. 1-1 game though now, as again, Blue URL, not URL Guardians, URL Infinite likely should be up a goal here, but they're trying to make me shut up and make it not matter. The shot distribution in this game has felt much more close. I mean, Koopa outshot URL Infinite on their own in the last game. A demo on Soggy Bikinis in the air. We've seen Soggy Bikinis get demoed in the air earlier tonight, actually, and it did result in an OT winning goal. Don't you agree that the guys are the most loved team? The most loved out of everyone? Deadly Samurai getting another demo on them. 21 seconds now. We have a tie game. This is golden goal opportunity here. Brass. Oh, that's very dangerous. Almost getting dunked by their own teammate on the goal line. They do not want to see Game 5. They have a chance. GG Red have a chance to qualify here and now if they can just score 2 go, though. Premolone is going to go upfield, trying to pick up a demo. Deadly Samurai can't get the flick, and it's still in the air. Premolone will play it, as will Brass. Both teams. Okay, I'm going to say, why are you laughing? It's not funny. No, I'm just saying I don't know everyone. You're talking about in the community? Whew, that's a big whiff. Also, this is a tense moment. Premolone needs to play this safe. Needs to play this well, rather. Does get it back around Bikinis, but Bikinis with a full tank of boost, forcing awkward touches by everyone. Someone's got to go up for this. It will be the blue defense after a bit of waiting. Bikinis tries to find Koopa, who puts on a shot. It's saved by Deadly Samurai, but a secondary save will need to be put up, and it will not. That will be the end of the game. URL Infinite will now play the Comrades as GHE Red qualify for the Golden Cup Invitational. We still have not seen Champions Field yet. So I hope Comrades are still around. Again, thank you to everyone. This will be our final one of the day. Take a moment to have a snack. I saw some in chat. GG's by Brass Monkey. Alright, I will now message the teams. So both these teams actually played earlier. I believe, yes, both these teams did play earlier. So we will see if it ends up differently for the Comrades who were knocked down to the lower bracket. So we will reset the series score. This will be the last series of the night. We will not be doing the grand finals. The seeding will be determined based on the math. I'm so happy AFK and I come back and scored. That's no shot. We see some GGs in the chat. There's not enough mayo on my sandwich. It is dry because it was not made today, so it has dried out a little bit. Top saddest GHE moments. GHE not making the Golden Cup. Avcro leaving. Not enough mayo on the sandwich. GHE not making the Golden Cup. When did that happen? But not enough mayo on the sandwich. Gotta be top 2, and it's not 2. I'll tell you that. I sent the info at 9:05. They'll have until 9:15 Central Time, 10:15 Eastern to join the lobby. I will continue to munch my dry sandwich. No shot. How many points do you have? You're over halfway. Mayo is gross. Hash it out on the field. All right. Games are ready. I need to update the thing, don't I? Nope, it's ready to go. Opening kickoff for the final series of the night. Deadly Samurai getting demoed in no time at all. Double commit on the save. It's cleared away well. Forfeit win. What? No. What happens? Oh, what happens when multiple people redeem the 1v1? Would it be a 2v1? Maybe. I like mayo and mustard. I do like mayo and mustard, but then Subway, they put way too much. I tried mustard on a Subway sandwich, and they did way too much. Back-to-back demos here, as well as a back-to-back shot, or shot paired with a save, but that shot will not be paired with a save. Kaijun is going to open up the scoring in this series with that toxic, no, not the toxic gas boost, actually. 4:15 now. Only 45 seconds in, we've already seen a goal, which you cannot say for all the games we've had tonight. Malone trying to just guide the ball in, but can't get it to go. This whole thing is lost here. Oh, is it not pinned anymore? The bracket should still be pinned. I guess the message was not pinned, but either way, really awkward. Hash Ketchum will take advantage. M. Okay, thank you, Waffle and Bongo, for helping assist in the chat. Deadly Samurai. I don't even think it's on purpose. Like, how does that one plan? It's in the air. Deadly Samurai trying to take revenge here. Sanders used the flip to try to block it. Couldn't get a piece, but Kaijun, I believe, with the squishy save. If I'm not mistaken. No squishy save. But it's still from the inside of their own net. Just ignore me. I not sent it, no? Oh, you're just talking about Sloth. No. Well, I still am glad you sent it, because I didn't realize it got unpinned. Which a very astute viewer told me to do after last time. Malone using that free backboard. Sometimes you don't need boost. As long as you got a free backboard, you can just hammer it home. Especially with a miss like that. Hash Ketchum, no boost, using the pre-flip to get up to the ball. Wanted both, got neither. It's almost scored anyways. Malone gonna go early here, almost gets dunked brutally. That would have been devastating to say the least. Sanders trying to set up Kaijun, but can't get the second touch. We now have 2 committed for Orange, as Endia is getting chased in the back end and will end up getting caught. Sanders now going up high, but no touch. Hash Ketchum trying to get bumps, trying to get touches. Kaijun, though, can't get a touch. 2 bunched up front post. Oh, okay. Malone is... Malone, do you have 2 goals, though? You have no goals. You can't be doing this. I mean, it's playful. It is very, like... if I was on the other team, I would be, like... potentially, like, not triggered, but, like, that could get under your skin. It's good, though. I mean, there's nothing wrong. You're just saying a letter. You're spelling out the word mayo. Listen, I said to hash it out on the field. That is exactly what Malone is doing right now. Deadly Samurai is not going to get demoed on that play. Gets the ground pinch after Sanders lands awkwardly and can't play it. Hash Ketchum is going to chase Endia into Kaijun. I'm taking Solona. I'm taking slow bites of a sandwich because my stomach is hurting from lack of food. But right now, what you're seeing is the blue team URL Infinite using the spelling of the word mayo in the game chat to great effect. I mean, I can't say great effect. I don't know what the mentality is, but they're spelling out the word mayo to get under the opponent's skin because I had mentioned that my sandwich doesn't have enough mayo. Pre-Malone, ooh, that's 2 touches on the teammate. Said no mayo, mayo is bad. Kaijun, oh, no save there. 4-1 now. A 4-goal run for URL Infinite. Kaijun said mayo is, or that's a heathen take. That mayo is good. I said to hash it out on the field, and now Pre-Malone has completed. Mayo, bruh. Mayo sucks. Incoming. So, does that mean that URL Infinite is not going to score any more this game, or we will see? So it's like a little toxic, but it's like tongue-in-cheek toxic because I mean there's nothing actually wrong. You're just spelling out the word mayo. Pass up to Hash Ketchum. Again, you can kind of feel how much URL Infinite has heated up as they have now scored 4 goals. The one team that has qualified through the upper bracket is GHE Red. So GHE Red has qualified tonight, and the winner of this series will also qualify tonight. Those will be the 2 teams qualifying. You are entitled to your wrong opinions. Team Mayo versus Team Mayo versus Team Anti-Mayo is what everything comes down to. All the marbles. 11 spots are grabbed. Only 1 left up to these 2 teams, and it comes down to who likes Mayo. And so far, Anti-Mayo has taken game 1. Okay, Pre-Malone just had the most insane take of all time. Everyone drop your favorite sauce in the chat, because I don't who hates all sauce? What? Pre-Malone, turn the stream off. That's a whole food genre. Now, I'm more saying, how can you concentrate when I'm casting while you're playing? Either way, 1 goal lead now. 5-0 run continues. I just couldn't get the touch. I like the patience there, baiting out 1 and 2 actually, as Sanders will be able to follow this up. Sanders was their offensive engine, using the flip to kind of force the dunk, self-dunk. Sanders was the offensive engine for this Comrades team, but now Sanders has been a little bit quiet. It's been mostly Kaijun creating the offense in this series, but you never know. It's still very early. Kaijun kind of just hanging out, and it doesn't actually matter. Chick-fil-A sauce is bomb. Welcome. Chick-fil-A sauce is bomb, by the way. W take in chat. Again, Endia was kind of just hanging out on the upper corner. They may have seen something that I didn't, but I was worried that was gonna be bad, but it ended up working out anyways. Endia with the long strike. Sanders Gets a strong touch off the backboard that they desperately needed to get out of that jam. Demo will also help. Malone going to be able to get to this first. Sanders was able to get a touch. I think Sanders, it's good use of the flip. I didn't know that they had, but actually it's not the best use of the flip. That is my bad. I liked it until I realized that Sanders was in front. Ranch is good. Ranch is good. W. Peanut butter and cheese sandwich is bomb. Now that's a food I need people's take on. Deadly Samurai trying to score. Gonna quick turn on this, but gets beat out. Sanders saw that, played that really well. Can't get the flip reset. We have not seen any flip resets today, actually. Kaijun, they're only down 1 now. Is able to get a nice touch there. Oh, the second was a little too good. Kaijun got a good first touch and maintained possession by staying on the wall, but ends up flipping and flicking it too wide. Kaijun, though, with a chance to get a bump, can't get it up on Deadly Sam. Can't get the bump up on Deadly Samurai, who has been demoed many, many times tonight and throughout all the qualifiers. Sanders can't get to that. India, though, squaring the shot. Somebody gonna grab it free. Kaijun bumped away. Bash catch him, can't shoot it rather. And Kaijun, calculated save as ever. Deadly Samurai playing the super patient. Kaijun is gonna go right through Deadly Samurai. If you can't beat him, delete him. Sanders did not want that bounce. It's a very awkward bounce. Has to be cheddar. Cheddar cheese is a very good cheese. But again, this is for all the marbles. Only 1 goal game. Malone passing it up to Hash Ketchum, who gets a bit caught up with that Deadly Samurai. It'll be taken away by Sanders, who passes it up to Kaijun. Kaijun now. Kaijun get this up mid. Oh, that's a great setup. Unfortunately, Endia was bumped in a way. Deadly Samurai now trying to get a bump. There should be a free net if Endia can't get there. They cannot. Goal now for Malone. As we'll see if the banter continues or not. I think these teams are starting to get locked in. Of all the sauces, you choose ranch. Okay, not as quite locked in as I thought. Ranch is a valid choice. True. Kaiju will take the open net as I just finished chewing. Again, I'm really sorry that I'm eating right now, and I should stop because this is a very important series. Kaijun bringing it within 1. Yes, Buffalo is a sauce, hence the name Buffalo Sauce. Kaijun may have been caught typing at the end of the kickoff there, but they were able to get the corner boost, so it didn't end up mattering too much. But yes, Buffalo is a sauce, hence Buffalo Sauce. Hash Ketchum now. Endia, strong touch off their own backboard, but that'll end up being a free shot. Wow, yeah, even Kaijun and Endia saying nice one. Endia, I like the idea. It just ended up being so strong that the only person that could get to it was Malone, who sends in a nice one. Ranch is a sauce! 2-goal lead now for URL Infinite, who have been down to their last chance, have been in the qualifying match of all 3 qualifying events now, I believe. And they are trying to make sure that this one is the right one. Good touch for Sanders, who brings on a 1v1. They do get a nice carry here, and that is a beauty by Sanders. Carrying it over the last defender. I thought they looked a bit awkward, kind of with those first couple touches. Can't say mayo is classy, but ranches. Looked a bit awkward with those couple touches, but as soon as Sanders took to the sky, it was all business. Big dunk by Deadly Samurai. Sanders has to get up early to this. A little bit too early. The ball was not yet where they expected it to be. Free Malone, again, they still are up a goal, trying to require a reverse sweep for the other team. India should have a free opportunity, passing it up to Sanders. The ball will still be alive, but someone needs to go. That demo will end it, though. As it'll be now 2-0 for URL Infinite. 1 goal game, as we will head to game number 3. I need to go calm the dogs down. God, I forgot you guys can't see. Thankfully it's still 0-0. .4:11 left on the clock. Kaijun will score. Calculated. We will see exactly how calculated this was. Setting it up. Kaijun was going for the demo. Ends up landing on the ball. Just guides it right around the goalie. Nice little skimmer. They are trying to set up their reverse sweep, and that is how you start it. 41 seconds in, and they are on the board. Sanders goes for the second 50 off the kickoff. Can't get it. India. Bit outplayed a little bit. What a midfield pass. Fortunately, Sanders gets a big dunk there for them. As the follow-up doesn't go the way they want it, Kaijun commits a lot to that as well. India setting up nobody, as we've already seen. Wow, what a team play. Deadly Samurai with the shot and the goal. Set up by India that normally I would like, however, we know that Comrades just committed too heavily. You hope for the reverse sweep. I hope we go to Champions Field just because I have not gotten to see Champions Field once. My entire life as a Rocket League player. Just kidding. Kaijun with the save. Can they get a second? Won't be necessary, as the defender, the ultimate defender, the post, the crossbar, is there to save the day and keep this a 1-1 game that should definitely have been in. Slava's never heard of someone eating that. That's, you know, it's good. It's good. I had never heard of anyone eating that too, but it's, you know, you would be surprised. I'll just say that. Goal for Pre Malone. Good carry. It's not even really a carry. Good first and second touch. Touch is wide by the defense. Good pop. Didn't need much, but that flip just gave it that extra little oomph that it needed to advance into the net, into the promised land. 320 is all that stands between that and the URL Infinite team. However, if Sanders can say anything about it, they're going to bump Pre Malone out of the play. Try to backflip a setup, but both of their teammates are already retreating as of this point. Kaijun now. I think the dogs are ready to come in, but I don't want to leave, especially not when stuff like this is happening. Okay, I'm gonna run. I was muted. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad I didn't miss too much, other than I'm a lead taking, potentially series taking goal. The Hash Ketchum couldn't put in a second insurance goal for them. As there's a dog like just barking like crazy. Bump by Sanders. Can Sanders set up a tying goal? No, they cannot. Malone trying to get that overcommit on defense. It's off the post. Fortunately for Malone, who couldn't get that to go. Hash Ketchum was there. You got to think if that doesn't go that Malone's going to be hurting. Big bump on Endia, who's the last in the net, I believe. As they are now down 2. Malone up flying, just trying to keep it away from the comrades. As Hash Ketchum gets one, doesn't get a second. There is still a chance here if they can get a good bounce. Malone shutting it down before anything can truly even get started, as well as that bump. Sanders trying to set up a teammate, but that is a big 50 win by Deadly Samurai. Can Hash Ketchum? Hash Ketchum will not take the open net, trying to drain a little bit more clock, but ends up getting saved. There is still now a chance for the comrades. The Deadly Samurai keeping everything away. That's a decent opportunity. It should bounce down in front of the net, unless the defense can get a good save off the post. And that will be the end. Kaijun getting Deadly Samurai one more time, as they've done many times in this series. But that will do it. URL Infinite, third time's the charm. They will sweep their way into the Golden Cup Invitational. Thank you all very much. And thank you very much for stopping by, comrades. I know you only got to play a couple series tonight, I believe. I hope I did a good cast. I know it wasn't my best show. Mayo is still bad. Well, good thing I don't have enough. But I appreciate the comrades for coming out to the qualifier. They did not qualify. However, there is still playing opportunities for them outside of the Golden Cup Invitational. We have all 12 of our teams. Those teams will be announced and posted soon. And that will do it for me, your host. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Gold MK. We will now look for someone to raid. We will see who we got, as my computer is dying. As a last minute addition, let me do this real quick. Thank you very much to Furry Ain't Mad for the 13 raid. No, I'm just ending. But thank you very much for the raid. I do appreciate it. Hey, maybe I'll raid you next time, and then you'll tell me that you're unfortunately ending. That'll do it. Fury. Oh, Thank you. Thank you. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Thank you for correcting me on something I shouldn't even. He is a furry, though. Okay. Should we take all these lovely peoples to, let's see. I might send him over to Shoddy. We did Zen yesterday. He does have a $100 2v2 tourney, so maybe I'll send you all over there. Let's see if it's started. If it's started, we'll go over to Shoddy.
Waitzy, absolutely insane keeping up with those players.
Looks like this one is started. We playing final.
I'm ravaging the streets right now.
I
How are you
can't play
doing
the
that?
final because my laptop just straight up it cannot handle it. It won't be necessary for seeding. So you will play next in the Golden Cup Invitational itself. But thank you all so much for stopping by. We are going to go raid our friend Shady Smalls. He's got the logo in the corner there. And thank you very much for the raid. Fury Ain't Mad. Make sure to go drop a follow, as I will be checking them out later. A lot of first-time chatters, although I feel like I've seen the name Nebulon 5000 around, which could very well be. But thank you very much. I've been your host, Gold Dude MK. This is Golden Hour Esports. We will be doing a lot of GHE Golden Cup Invitational series in the future, but that'll do it for me. As an ad starts, yeah, no shot.